I made a pledge to your state that you have the highest energy costs in the country. In the first year, they're going to be reduced by 50% because we are going to drill, baby, drill. Drill, baby, drill.
That was Donald Trump in January, fresh off of a win at the New Hampshire primary, bragging about dismantling President Biden's green agenda if he wins a second term in November. And now we're learning his positions on climate policy are on sale to the highest bidder. A stunning new report by the Washington Post details a meeting at Mar-a-Lago last month between Donald Trump and about 24 top oil executives. And during a dinner, one executive complained that they had spent $400 million lobbying the Biden administration and had nothing to show for it. The president had still not changed his position on some pretty inconvenient environmental regulations. And that's when Donald Trump reportedly shocked some people in the room, saying, "You all are wealthy enough that you should raise $1 billion to return me to the White House." Trump reportedly claimed $1 billion would be a deal because of how much he'd limit taxes and regulation. The ex-president vowed to immediately end the Biden administration's freeze on permits for new liquefied natural gas exports, a top priority for executives, according to 3 people present. Now, Trump said, quote, "You'll get it on the first day," an attendee recalled. He also said that he would start auctioning off more leases for oil drilling in the Gulf of Mexico, railed against wind power, and committed to reversing restrictions on drilling in the Alaskan Arctic. NBC News has not yet independently verified this reporting, but this is a Donald Trump that we are all very familiar with, a deal maker, a showman, and a climate change denier who claimed it is a hoax concocted by China. He's a presidential candidate desperate for cash due to a mountain of legal fees, and he is spending precious time that he could use to fundraise inside a Manhattan courthouse. But there is something more sinister at play here. This is a potential 2-term president reportedly putting global survivability on the line to enrich himself. Beyond the deep and potentially irreversible implications for our climate and our planet, Trump's comments also signal a disturbing obliteration of norms and laws surrounding lobbying. As Zishan Aleem writes for MSNBC.com, if Trump said he believes regulations are bad and renewable energy is overhyped, and that he hoped those who agreed would donate to his campaign, then he'd be operating within the normal parameters of courting donors. But the Washington Post's report actually suggests that he flipped around the ask, proposing instead that a specific amount of money could ensure that he would take specific action. It's a glaring, undeniable flaunting of Trump's corruption, and no need to split hairs here. Take this as a reminder and a warning. Donald Trump's claims that he is a political outsider are nothing more than a sham. He said he is different, that he is not like the establishment politicians he's constantly slammed over the years. And he's right. He's actually way more brazen than any other politician we have seen in this country. If Trump is willing to take on an approach that we have seen from dictators overseas, bringing wealthy people into his room and orbit and asking them directly for what they want, what's to stop him from using the very same playbook with foreign powers like Saudi Arabia or Russia? Under second Donald Trump presidency, is America for sale?